Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video for the Rainbow Six Siege Closed Alpha. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about maps. As it currently stands, there are two playable maps in the alpha, each of which have equally imaginative names. There's House and Plane. Each map has multiple layers to it and a variety of entry points, allowing for a wide variety of gameplay options when both attacking and defending. And I'm going to give you a quick run through of both and talk about a few of the key points. First up, let's talk about House, which, you guessed it, takes place in and around a house. First up, when you begin a round, depending on whether you are an attacker or a defender, you'll have the option to vote. As attackers, this vote will decide where you spawn, and in turn the point at which you begin your assault. And for the defenders, this too dictates where you spawn, but also where the hostage spawns, meaning this is going to be the point you're going to need to defend from. As an attacker on House, your starting points are Street to the southeast, River Docks to the east, Backyard to the south, and Construction Yard to the north. In all honesty, as an attacker, this doesn't make a huge difference, because either way, you're free to circle the house and decide your own entry point. That being said, I like Backyard simply because it gives you a bit more cover from the windows when you're making your approach. Then, as a defender, your locations inside the house are split between the three floors. On the top floor, you have either the master bedroom or the workshop. Then on the ground floor, you have the dining room, and in the basement, you have the laundry room. Personally, I find the laundry room the easiest one to defend in, but when attacking, I've got up against a lot of people using the master bedroom simply because the windows and the staircases are easy points to pick off enemies trying to break in. So those are the starting locations, but what about the map itself? Well, House is quite an open map when compared to Plane. There are a lot of rooms to duck in and out of, and if you don't want to work your way up the stairs from the inside, you can also rappel the walls outside and smash through the windows. That being said, with so many doors, you do need to constantly watch your back on this map. The amount of times I've got shot going up the stairs, well, let's just say I've learnt my lesson by now. Also, don't forget that when playing on both maps, most classes have breach kits, which are effectively bombs that you can use to blow holes into walls. So don't think you have to go through the doors and the windows. Just remember that some walls can be blown open. Going through the garage door is a great way to break into the basement, for example. Now what about Plane? Well, first up, let's take a look at the spawns. As the attacker, you can either enter from the main entrance, at the front of the plane, the service entrance, to the right, the wing, or at the back through the back entrance. Personally, I prefer to either choose the main entrance or the back, simply because I hate entering the plane in the middle in case one of the defenders decides to be sneaky and circle around. So at least if you start at one end, you can be relatively confident that nobody is behind you. As for the defenders, you can choose from the meeting room at the front of the plane, the presidential room in the middle, the press section at the back, or the cargo hold down below. Now all of these are pretty good places to hold up in, but access to the cargo hold seems to be a little bit more restricted than the others, so that's usually the one that I vote for. Now the plane itself has, quite obviously, got a distinctly different layout to the house. The plane is a much more lengthy map, and you often have to engage with your enemies down long corridors. However, I do find that overall, this map is a little bit more restricted, so it's generally a lot easier to engage with your enemy without fear of them sneaking up from behind. And this is, in my opinion, the best map to use your breach kits. See, when you're playing in House, a lot of the time the defenders will split between different rooms, whereas in Plane, a lot of the time they will hold up in the same room as the hostage. So running past one of the main barricaded entrances, sneaking around the back, and blowing open a hole in the wall is a great way to surprise the enemy. Or alternatively, if you go up to the top deck, you can blow open the roof hatches and drop down. This is definitely my favourite map of the two, but I'd also say it's the harder of the two if you're playing as an attacker. So, there you have it. Those are the two currently playable maps in the Rainbow Six Siege Closed Alpha. If they do add any more as well as new modes, then I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop, but in the meantime, be sure to keep it locked to the channel for more Siege videos. If you did enjoy this video, then it would be awesome if you could leave a like and hit that thumbs up button, and if you aren't already subscribed and you're not already part of the Arekkz Gaming Nation, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.